So if you need a theme developer or just a developer to do edits to your store or help you with your Shopify, you know, layout or whatever, your store build process, and you need to give them access, you want them to come onto your store to help you with stuff. There are two ways you can do it. One way is just, they can help you with anything on your store, and the other way is just with your theme alone. So the first way is go to your settings, user and permission. So here you can add staff members to your store. So I already have one. So you'll just have a button here, and you can just add a staff member. Here you can add the information, and basically you're just sending them an invite to come to your store, and they'll have limited access, and you can decide what files they'll have access to. If it's just like theme editing, you can just select like these three mainly. They don't need access to anything else to make theme changes, products or whatever, depending on what you need them to work on. But they won't be able to access any of these options over here. So they'll only be able to go into your online store. So they'll all be grayed out. And once they are added to your store, you can easily remove them when they're done just by selecting their profile. And yeah, you can also do more changes to their profile. But you can remove them if they're done. And when you send them an invitation, it will only like last for 7 days. So they have to accept it within 7 days, or else you have to invite them again. So that's one way. And the advantages of having a staff member is probably the best, because, well, the best and the worst, because if they have access to your themes, you can quickly get something done. They can go into your theme, and you can just tell them, can you just make some adjustments to a section or something, and they can do it immediately, and you can just reload your page and you'll see the changes made, and that just gets the job done really fast. So it's like instant results. The other things that they can do, which is a good and a bad thing, is they can like choose any of these options here. Like they can mess your theme up. That's one option. Well, it's not an option, but they can mess your theme up. They can even remove it. They can even download it. So I would suggest just making a backup of your theme. Just download your theme and have it sent to your own email, or just download it directly to your computer, so you'll have a backup just in case something crazy happens, because you don't know the person you're working with, so you don't know how things could go. So even if it's a theme that you bought, like a Shopify theme or maybe somewhere else, they can still do all of this stuff. So just make a backup. Just keep that in mind. That's I think that's the big advantage of having a staff member. It's just getting things done really fast. So the other way is, well, you could just download the theme and then send it to them, email the theme to them. The theme is like really small. It's not even like 2 megabytes, because it doesn't download the media files, like the images and the videos and the products. It doesn't download all of that stuff. It just downloads the bare minimum, the code itself. And when I work on a client's theme, I prefer to also download, even if I'm a staff member, I prefer to also download the code files, the theme file, because that also just makes editing the theme a lot easier. Like, for example, if I need to find this class name, I need to find out where else this class name shows up inside of all of the files in this theme. If I search for it here, it's not going to show me anything. See, I already searched for it. And if I search for it inside of the file, then it will show me where else. But it's not really the best and quickest way to do editing. So I download it and I use an app like, software like VS Code. So when I search for something, it just goes through every single file inside of this theme and shows me where this class name or whatever I typed in here shows up in the entire theme. So that's the advantage that that I'll have when I download a theme. It's just quicker editing, and I won't be able to do editing on here. This is just like, the bare bone. I'll be able to know where to go look once I find it in here, so I can just go back to the store editor, and then I'll know where to go look for, what file to go look for that code that I was looking for. So that's one of the nice things about having the theme file downloaded. So yeah, so that's the safest, probably the safest way, because they can't access anything, they can't do anything, but it's also the longest way, because if you need them to make changes to how like an image is positioned or something, they have to upload their own images, they have to upload their own videos and products to see what the theme, where the problem is, or what the problem is with the theme, before they can actually make changes to it. So that's like the long way around, but it is the safest. They can't do anything to like mess your store up, and as long as you have a backup, and when they are done with it, they have to email it back to you, and you just have to like add theme, upload zip file. So it's a process, but it is doable, and it's the safest. So having a staff member is also safe, and it's also can also be a risk, because you don't know if they can just hit this button here, and this cannot be undone. So yeah, so that's the two ways. I hope that was helpful.